Rainbow, Meteor Strike, and Creative AI, huh? That's a playable Meteor Strike. Second Meteor Strike? Well, I'm certainly going to take the second Meteor Strike. Welcome. We pick up Ice Cream, allowing us to conserve energy between turns. 8 seeds to find one with the Runic Pyramid. That's through our Filter the Spire mod, which allows you to predetermine your Niao boss swap outcome. Looking at our Act 1 layout, I like this little cluster here. We get to choose whether we're ready for an elite or not. There's no way out of fighting an elite by this floor at the latest. Other paths commit to an elite with no fire beforehand, so no upgrade. I really think that first upgrade before your first elite is very, very, very impactful. Very important to get. So we could end up getting 3 elites and 3 fires going up the left side here. And there's not much better we can do. We cannot increase our number of fires, only the number of elites. Or we cannot vary the number of fires, more accurately, only the number of elites. It's interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say that curses are worse than usual with pyramids. Some of them can be worse for sure. Pain especially, since it sticks around in your hand and damages you every time you play a card. Normality is similarly brutal. But something like an injury, where it's simply an unplayable card, can be worse, or it can be less detrimental, more accurately, with the Runic Pyramid, because while it is taking up one of the spots in your hand, you only have to draw it one time, and then you just get to hold on to it for a while. As long as you're cycling cards and still able to draw, this isn't a bad thing, but it does limit your max hand size, essentially. It's one way to think about it. Each wound or each injury in your hand is -1 max hand size. Creative AI not pair well with Runic? I tend to think not, for that very reason, because it has to generate a new card in your hand each turn. It can really run into hand size problems. I think I am going to start here on the far left side. We'll get 3 combats to gather up our strength, get a potion maybe, and from there we'll see if we feel ready for an elite or not. Floating Hawking, thank you for the Prime sub and the 6 months, that half year of sub port. Subtrain is real today. Okay, give him the zippy and the zappy. And we might be able to kill him. We draw 3 strikes, which we do. Machine learning for a similar reason. Now, yes. However, not always bad. There are definitely some decks where drawing 6 or 7 or even 8 cards per turn with the pyramid can be good, as long as you're able to create enough hand space and you're still making use of the retain for those couple of slots that you're not cycling. But yeah, a lot of the time something like machine learning will fail to activate with Runic Pyramid because you don't have room in your hand to draw 6 cards. Very much a fan of Go for the Eyes with Runic Pyramid. It is basically just adding a Neutralize, Guaranteed Weaken, and some decent damage. Not amazing damage, but 3 damage for 0 energy isn't anything to scoff at the start of the game, and it can definitely contribute. Happy to pick one up here. Hologram becomes quite good with the Pyramid as well, but you really want some cards that you'd like to get back into your hand to start, and, well, I'm just gonna take the 1 here. Go for the Eyes is such a card. Three strikes and Go for the Eyes should kill. Don't have 3 strikes, though. Throat Juice right away, giving us 5 max HP and another Go for the Eyes. Could also take a Sweeping Beam for some AoE or a Cold Snap to do a little bit of damage and get a Frost Orb developed. And I think I quite like this Cold Snap here. Increasing our attack density a little bit more. Cold Snap is not exactly amazing damage output, but it's the additional Frost utility that's nice. Hey, Tony Baloney, I have not had a chance to take too close a look at Last Spell yet. Seen a couple of folks streaming it, but haven't had the time this weekend to pop in and check it out. This is Pyramid Ladder Magic Square, that's right. And this is the first Runic Pyramid Ladder. We have yet yet to perish with the pyramid. Give me that cold schnapperoni. One last fight to get through before we're out of the easy pool here. Here billions with wizards. I like that description quite a bit. We should have helped out of that for next turn, but it's fine. We got, wait. Nope. I was talking, and something happened there. Something went wrong. You, everybody. An interesting set of cards. I like Steam Barrier quite a bit with the pyramid. Zero cost block is definitely good. Storm is a fun one, generating lightning orbs whenever we play powers, but currently we have none. Having initial pyramid makes some characters better and some worse. I would say that a starting pyramid is a significant advantage for everybody. But I think the silent puts it to better use than most of the others, at least to start. But everybody really benefits. The Ironclad loves being able to line up Bash consistently. The Silent loves making discards work and retaining her block cards. The Defect loves to be able to retain Dual Cast and Zap, as well as Orb evoking or generating cards in general. Zero cost blocks are also good retain. Hell, even Recursion's quite good. Actually, this might be a good situation for Recursion. I don't often get a chance to take this card in the early game and feel like it's good. Sounds wonderful, Cry. I always like the Pandora's Box starts. They're good times. Yeah, Watcher loves retaining her stance changes, exactly. To be able to not get stuck in Eruption ever. Upgraded Recursion does cost 0. This is one of the few energy upgrade cards in the Defect pool, and it being in a common is quite noteworthy. Let's pick it up. I think normally the thing that Recursion really struggles with is being a good turn 1 card. Especially without a starting orb. Recursion in your opening hand may not do anything at all. But because we can retain it, we can always hold it for a time when it's actually relevant. Get a Strike and Defend upgraded, and let's spin the wheel and see what happens to us. Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel and get a relic! Jackalow, thank you so much for the 11 months, just one more to that full year of support. We get an Omamori, negating our next 2 curses. Interesting. Are we ready for an elite here? Wouldn't be the world's easiest Scrum the Nub fight. We do have a fruit juice and the opportunity to rest. Let's take an elite here. Accumulating relics and money. Elites give you lots of money. Very valuable thing. Okay, there's a Recursion. I think I want the Frost Orb in front, so I'm going to take one more turn here. Keep the Defend Plus in hand. Next turn we wake with Zap, Strike, Strike Plus. Hopefully drawing the Ascender's Bane. Perfect. Go for the eyes into my hand here. So, Recursion on the Frost Orb is essentially another Defend, blocking for 5 here. Let's get a second Frost Orb down. So we're currently blocking 4. I'll dual cast that Frost next turn. Can actually Recursion the Lightning Orb. Maybe that was the next turn thing. Definitely want to get this Recursion upgraded because it's really not comparative. It doesn't. How am I wordsing? Doesn't stack up nicely against strikes and defends at 1 energy. Is the sad truth. A little defense heavy here, and I think that's okay. There's no way to kill this turn, so we want to block as best we can, which is going to be defend, 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 genuinely. Take 3. I think that's all we're taking here in this elite fight. GG. Okay, so our first elite was no problem at all. We pick up Ice Cream, allowing us to conserve energy between turns. There's that creative AI we talked about. Don't think it's particularly good here. I don't mind a Beam Cell, though. That one turn of Vulnerable could help us not only a lot against a potential Gremlin Knob, who we are currently a bit worried about, but also many other short-term threats. And it's a zero-cost card with the Ice Cream, too. Ice Cream's going to be fun. We're now encouraged to get energy upgrades where we can, but we're also going to need a way to spend all that energy. Creative AI could be the way to spend it, but we need to get out of our short-term situation first. I did resent not upgrading Beam Cell last time. I think Beam Cell upgrade might be better than the Recursion upgrade first. We do want to get that Recursion upgrade before Guardian. Make sure we're good against Knob. Because Knob is here. And so is Beam Cell on turn 1. Play Beam Cell next turn? I'm even going to get one of these defends out of my hand. Oh right, I have Ice Cream. I knew that. So we don't actually have to play free energy of cards each turn. Let's see, take 10 here. Next turn we can, like, strike, recur... Strike, dual cast will not kill. Maybe dual cast the Frost Orb. Next turn's gonna hurt a bit. That's what I've concluded. The big attack again. That's okay, we can mostly block this then. Let's do it this way. Take 4. Definitely not too bad. We get the max gold 35 as well as a pen nib, doubling the damage of every 10th attack, as well as an electrodynamics, allowing lightning to hit all enemies. I also really like a boot sequence with a runic pyramid, giving us that guaranteed turn 1 block, and if we don't need it, we can hold it for turn 2. Hey, Blind Fox, there's a number of reasons that you can benefit from holding the fruit juice, but a quick and easy example is if we find the Toy Ornithopter from either killing this elite or from the chest upcoming, we'll be able to heal an additional 5 health for having the fruit juice then. We could find a Sacred Bark from our Act Boss and make it 10 max HP, potentially. And there's a bunch of events that do damage based on your max health, that it might be beneficial to have lower max HP for. Mr. Discord, thank you so much for the 9 months. Let's take this Electro. Make sure our offense is up to snuff. And a Gremlin Horn, giving us a card drawn and an energy whenever an enemy dies. Actually makes the Electro a bit less good. But we'll definitely appreciate having this Recursion now that we've got Electro in the deck. Boot sequence would have been okay here. I guess this is a decent fight for the Essence of Steel, giving us 4 plated armor each turn. Yeah, let's do that. The juice is loose. Ideally also upping our pen nib a little bit here. Speaking of, I think a second... No, we should take a hologram here. Get back stuff from the discard pile. I was thinking maybe a second go for the eyes with the pen nib, but hologram serves the same purpose, letting us return a card from the discard pile to our hand. Very good with an upgraded recursion, too. The juice plus is loose. Okay, we can play Electro without waking up the Lagavulin. That's good stuff. 2 lightning orbs for the price of 1. Oh yeah, we also get to retain energy for a couple of turns here. So let's just accumulate a bit. Make sure we Pednib the Strike Plus here. For 27 damage. Kerblam. Let's just play it all. Maximum damage output get. So next turn we can hologram that, go for the eyes, and block for... Actually no, we're just gonna kill next turn, huh? Well, ignore me then. Play that for pendant value. Bag of Marbles makes enemies weak, vulnerable, on turn 1. Another Electro is here. How fascinating. Or a Cool-Headed for Frost and Draw, or a Capacitor for more Orb slots, if we want to really lean in the Orb direction here. I like getting another source of Frost, especially, again, with the plans to upgrade this recursion. 2 Electros is a... I don't know. I don't know if I feel like that's necessary. Especially not with Gremlin Horn. No, I don't think so. Let's grab a Cool-Headed here. We'll appreciate both the card draw and the Frost generation, and although I think we have a lot of good upgrades, I'm going to deliberately choose to upgrade this recursion because I want to see how it does in what should be an ideal circumstance. Also, just draw Electro on turn 1, easy game every time. Satisfying. Get donked, gremlins. Oh, I like it here to be able to keep the Frost Orb and play Electro at the same time. It's a good feeling. Snecko Oil draws 5 cards and then randomizes the cost of everything in your hand. Bit spooky with what we're doing. 1 more Frost Orb with Cold Snap here. Might be able to snag an upgraded Frost card later. But I certainly don't mind a second Cold Snap. Let's grab 1 more. And I'll also feel pretty good about removing all of the strikes. Attack cards are quite nice with the Pen-Nib and the Bag of Marbles, both. Could have also reasonably been a Streamline pick there, especially with our hologram. Speaking of hologram, that's probably going to be my choice of upgrade going into Guardian to ensure that we have essentially 1 more permanent block card in the deck and also to return Recursion to my hand, to return Go for the Eyes to my hand, etc. Darkness was definitely an okay pick there, for sure. Adding a 3rd orb type. Darkness orbs are quite easy to make work with a Runic Pyramid, lining up the dual cast, and with this recursion to manipulate, that might have been a really, really solid pick. Choose to go to an event, surprise, it's a fight anyway. 13 plus 9 is 22. Might as well strike you then. $15 and... Ball Lightning is pretty spicy. It's another direct attack, which we appreciate. It channels a Lightning Orb, which we also appreciate. That would probably be the last attack card we need to add to the deck for a long, long time, if ever. Could reasonably take a Sweeping Beam for the AoE, although Ball Lightning is AoE thanks to this Electro. Take the Ball Lightning. And we should be done adding commons. Perfect turn 1 draw as well. We get to do a full 21 on turn 1. It's enough damage here to guarantee now that Guardian transforms next turn. Let's go dual cast. Bank the energy with Ice Cream, actually. Ice Cream makes for a weird kind of dilemma. We want to play cards to get them out of our hands, so we can draw more cards, but want to not play cards so that we can bank the energy, so that we can play more cards in a later turn. Don't necessarily think there's any right answer or wrong answer. When it comes to how much we play versus how much we preserve. Bang. Okay, still need more blocks, so we'll hologram the... let's say the Beam Cell. And you're going back into orb form. I guess I didn't need to block. That's okay too. Or we could just block on purpose. Then we buy ourselves a turn. Even better. Bust through these measly defenses. Earl Dog, thank you so much for the full year, 12 months of support. You keep watching, I'll keep streaming. Okay, this we can play safely. Only taking 3 return damage, that's right. GG. Flawless Guardian fight. So here's where we will drink the fruit juice to pick up this... actually... I'm gonna discard the Snecko Oil just so that we have the option to take Sacred Bark for double power. Rainbow, Meteor Strike, and Creative AI, huh? That's a playable Meteor Strike. Because we can bank energy with Ice Cream to afford it. I really don't mind at all a rainbow here. 3 orbs for the price of 2. 1 lightning, 1 frost, 1 dark. It's nice with the Ice Cream, nice with the Pyramid, I think. And if we find any focus, this will be really good. I think the Creative AI is the only pick we really don't want. That's right, we have Hollow to replay the Meteor. We have Pen Nib to make it hit real hard. It's a pretty exciting Meteor. Let's pick it up. That actually makes the Snecko Oil pretty good too. Okay. No Sacred Bark. But there is a Coffee Dripper preventing us from resting. In exchange for energy each turn, the Black Star giving us extra relics from elite fights. I think we're very good at elite fights right now, barring, say, Book of Stabbing. Or the Velvet Choker giving us additional energy each turn. More energy would definitely make Meteor a lot easier to play. Would I have taken Snecko here? Close. Close to. You don't quite want it, but we're close. It's a tough call. I like, especially with the Ice Cream, I think the additional relics from Black Star could easily end up being worth 1 energy per turn or more. Stuff like Happy Flower and Lantern isn't as situational as it is normally, so there's a whole bunch of relics that can improve our energy gain, even, say, Ancient Tea Set. is a huge boon with the ice cream in a way that it isn't otherwise. This deck will definitely thrive in the short term on 4 energy. I think we stomp Act 2 if I take the Dripper here, and that's a good reason to take the Dripper here. Although having that ability to rest is pretty nice as well. I think enough of the deck is 0 cost that I don't necessarily, and especially with an energy potion and such, I'm going to take the Black Star here. Giving us those extra elite relics from elites. We're going to hit a store as soon as we can, which is very, very early. And, oh, I love this pathing. Fire, then elite, then fire, then elite. That's what you want to see when you've got a Black Star. Nice and safe. We have the option to go for the Burning Elite or for the not. Hey, Tajonka, yes, we took a Meteor Strike on purpose, no less. Let's go to this store. Looks like a good opportunity to use that Snecko Whale right away. Let's put it to use. Draw 5 cards and randomize the cost of cards in hand. Oh, what's that? It's a free Meteor Strike. Well, don't mind if I play that twice. Thank you. If I... Probably Turbo? It's actually a really good barrage, since we have so much Orb Gen. Turbo makes for more awkward turn 1s. Helps us get the Meteor Strike started. Yeah, let's take 1 Turbo. That should be all we need. Now we'd like to remove some cards. Yeah, this is the kind of turn 1 we don't want to see most of the time. I would definitely like to add a boot sequence at this point. Pinned up on 7. Glacier. Big, dense, effective block, and Frost Orb generation. I kind of dig it a lot. Like a lot. Loop is not bad. Really like some focus first. Take that, Glacier. Fusion could also be a way to get Plasma down earlier, but I don't think we need that. What I do think we need is 275 gold. Thank you, Golden Shrine. As you pocket the riches, nothing weighs heavily upon you, because you have this colored tag that you stuck on your shirt earlier. Reasons to not play a Turbo immediately. Not a lot of reasons, actually. It's a good reminder to me that we do have, in fact, Ice Cream. Shouldn't play it if I don't need to. But yeah, there's not a lot of harm to just, for example, playing that on turn 1 there. Pen-Nib Strike for maybe a Pen-Nibbed Meteor Strike instead. And indeed, we got his... Thanks, Snecko! Bonk! Dang. That's 1 dead snake. That is 1 dead snake. Ooh, and I really like an Overclock Plus here. It's front-loaded draw. For 0 cost, draw 3 cards. We put a burn into the discard pile, but we're rapidly headed the direction of never, ever, ever shuffle the deck, ever. That helps. All these potions are quite good, actually. And Mr. Kemnum, yes, I see that I owe you a dad joke. Sorry, all the ones that popped in my head are terrible. Did you hear about the Meteor and the Comet that were dating? They broke up. Apparently, the Meteor just wasn't ready for a committed relationship. There's a lot of good punchlines there. Yeah, they had great atmosphere together. Love that one scenario. What a store, right? Like, wow, this shop. This is a good shop to have 717 gold for. We're gonna buy all of the things that are good, pretty much. So, Preserved Insect makes elites easier to kill. We are a Black Star deck about to go into many elite fight. So this is a huge bonus to our damage output. Art of War is amazing. If we don't play any attacks on our turn, gain an additional energy with the next turn. We both retain cards and energy. So this is essentially telling us if we can avoid playing 3 attacks sometimes, just gain more energy. Defragment is some much needed focus. This deck really wants a defrag. Strike removal is very good, and of course Seek, letting us pull any card from the draw pile, is also good, and because we're freaking rich, I can buy all of that and have money left over. So, things that I think are okay here. Finesse is essentially 2 free blocks sometimes. It's decent. It'll never really be a good holo target. There's always something better to get. FTL is kind of like free damage, but the problem with FTL is that you're encouraged to play it to look at one more card, and Art of War says, please don't do that, I'd like you to have an extra energy instead. So a lot of the times we'll end up not playing FTL to gain more energy, and that means we won't be able to get the card from it. We could buy a potion here, although I'd say we have 3 pretty dang good potions already. Maybe Focus Potion over Dex Potion is good, but is it worth spending 52 gold on? I'm not sure. Metamorphosis could be interesting, putting 0-cost attacks into the draw pile. Stuff that we can seek, and then Hologram. But I feel like we've got pretty good damage, especially now with the defrag. We're going to be able to do a lot of damage with our orbs, as well as, of course, with that Meteor Strike. So I think I'm going to hold off here. Stop purchasing things. Start killing things. So many good upgrades right now. I really do like the additional focus of defrag, the additional card of Seek. Hell, plus 6 damage on Meteor Strike is pretty good. An extra orb on Electro is pretty good. Could upgrade our Turbo so it gives 1 more energy. With the Ice Cream, it's hard to argue against that, too. We'll probably be able to upgrade another card here, unless I have to rest. Probably rest if we drop below 40 HP. Gotta go through 3 elites after all. See a defrag, upgraded defrag. It's a pretty good rule, especially with how many orbs we've got already. Let's do that, and then we'll upgrade Seek second. Alright, late number 1 is Gremlin Leader, who I think will have a very, 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 very easy time against, thanks to a combination of turn 1 Electro, just draw it turn 1, who needs 2 copies, and the Gremlin Horn here. Thanks to Ice Cream and Pyramid, we keep both the energy and the card draw from Gremlin Horn, even though it triggers in the between turns there. Normally not something you get to keep. Okay, and we have 8 hecking energy for some reason. Because I didn't play any attacks that first turn. I understand. Commence the zip-zappening. Let's see, we can do better with our pendant. Nine better. Well, that went really well, and now we have a Bottled Seek. Cool. So that'll make our turn 1s always amazing forever. That also means we can now guaranteed play Meteor Strike on turn 1. Always. That's pretty good. Upgraded Cool-Headed is definitely huge appeal here. Mallbank is a nice find right after leaving the shop, too, since we're not going to go to another store this act, so this will be hundreds of gold. I'll take a Cool-Headed. And honestly, these potions are fine. Maybe Speed Potion's better than Dex Potion? That's probably true. We're gonna get double... Oh, thanks, Boot. Double relics off all these elites from here on out. That's gonna be extra spicy. Extra spicy good. 24 on turn 1, why? Okay, let's just draw like a ton of cards on turn 1 here. We can seek for whatever else we need here. Perfect. I'm gonna seek for Turbo Glacier. We're just gonna develop our defensive strat right away. 12 plus 8 is 20. Perfect. Carry me, Art of War. Carry me all the way home. Focus does not interact with Plasma, no. Okay, deliberately holding for Pendant Meteor Strike here. Harvest tons of free energy. Tons and tons and tons of free energy. Tachanka, thank you so much for the 5 months. Just one more to that whole half year. And none more until you get thanked by me for being awesome. So thanks. Bottled Tornado enables us to start with any power in our opening hand, currently Defrag, or Electrodynamics. And Happy Flower is one of those many common relics I was talking about that collectively can make the Black Star into better than an energy relic when combined with Ice Cream. Also, ooh, shiny. White Noise for more random powers, Steam Barrier Plus, pretty efficient block. Or a Turbo Plus for more energy. If we hadn't taken this Turbo already, I would be more interested in Turbo Plus, but I am not really that interested in Turbo Plus. Let's take the Steam Barrier. And I'm gonna bottle... Bottled Electro is pretty good. We can always seek for Electro in the fights we need it. Let's bottle the Defrag. That way we have Defragment, Seek for Glacier on turn 1, basically always available to us. Look at that blonking. My god. Wait, that wasn't full block. Fine. I think I want Pendant on 8. The Beam Cell. Wow. We just, like, have really big turns occasionally. How are we doing block-wise? We got the Frost Focus thing happening. That's pretty good. Force Field is currently mediocre. It only gets down to 2 cost. Bullseye could be pretty good, enabling us to apply the Lock-On debuff to make orbs do more damage. I think we're just going to skip it all, though. Not even the Doom and Gloom. No Dark Orbs here. This is a Plasma deck only. Thank you. Actually, do I just get... I think I just get Electro on turn 1 here. Electro and Recursion. Again, we get to keep both the energy and the cards with that timing. Kinda cool. Two-turn leader kill. Feels good. Question card gives us more cards to pick from after each combat, increasing our odds of getting another Meteor Strike. second Electro. We've already turned one down, so I don't think I want another one here either. Especially not with Bottled Seek now. And the Juzu Bracelet guarantees we see events in question mark rooms, or rather, guarantees we don't see combats. Eternal Jester, thank you so much for the 5 months, that half metric year. The Mummy Ladder. That Egyptian ladder is going strong. We haven't found any canopic jars, though. Tragically. Thwack upcoming? I want to hope so. I want to believe that we're going to find Thwack here. Second Recursion's kind of an interesting idea. Stack can be pretty good with Pyramid. I would take either of those commons if they said plus on them. Meteor Strike for next turn. Bonk. Deck is pretty good. Pot River that says plus is kind of compelling. More card draw. Although frequently we're only dealing with 1 or 2 types of orb. So it might not be that much card draw. Oobla willing to bet cold hard cash. Our next shop is a treasure room or a shop. Let's see. Let's see. We're fighting Champ. I need an energy pot then. It is the Forgotten Altar. Offering us max HP in exchange for current HP, only minus 15 current. Bring us down to 45, which is fine for Champ, I think. Especially with the Frost Orbs and our Bottled Seek. Could block the curse with the Omamori, but the max HP is actually a good thing, so we'll take it. Okay, now what do we upgrade? Go for the Eyes is pretty reasonable at this point, especially for the Champ fight. We'll want that upgraded for Heart, too. We might even seek for this against Heart. Getting Electro upped would be really good for the multi-enemy fights of, like, Reptomancer. Or Cool-Headed for more draw. Could even be the Turbo for more energy. But let's get this go for the Eyes up. At consistent weaken. Metallicizing on turn 1 is Champ. The big stinky. What's our plan here? Gain a bunch of energy and kill him? It's a good plan. Don't play Overclock too many times. This is also a good plan. Just trying to store up a reasonable amount of energy so that we can play as many cards as we want. Basically. And so that we can play Meteor Strike repeatedly, too. Ladder Collateral? Collateral? Yeah, Collateral. Pretty badly aligned pin nib here. Just gonna start doing some damage. Again, don't play overclock. It's one of the rules here. Now it's tempting, but it's illegal. And just making sure we always have only 5 cards in hand so that we can draw towards that Meteor Strike again. There it is. I think I'm just gonna go Meteor Strike here. Bring Champ down closer to half HP. Now we're okay to use Overclock at this point. If we want to. We don't have to. We want to. Okay, I see we're getting a little scary with our attacks here, Mr. Champ. Strike full blocks. Do that next turn. We'll still be weakened next turn. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we're buffing strength again. Jerk. And I'm going to shuffle the deck by playing Cool-Headed, that way we don't redraw any of these cards. Get back to Meteor Strike as quickly as we can. So much energy. Unlimited power! Give that man a boopin'. Attack block. There he goes, GG. Got another $100, an Essence of Darkness potion if we want, and, oh, I don't know, an Echo Form to seek for on turn 1. Seems pretty reasonable. Echo Form will duplicate the first card we play each turn. We can dupe our Defrag Plus on turn 2. We can dupe our Meteor Strike. We can dupe everything. Or we can take an Amplify to dupe Defrag on turn 1. Or Rainbow for more orbs. I think this is going to be Echo Form. Very, very, very good Echo Form. Yeah. Essence of Darkness would be a good giant hit killer, maybe. Not that I think we need the help. Ooh, piece of candy. So Nuclear Battery is amazing with Ice Cream, generally speaking. Starts us out with a Plasma Orb, which is 1 energy per turn until evoked, and when evoked, it's 2 more energy immediately. as well as being a recursion target. And I like that even more than I like a Curse Key, which is pretty impressive, because Curse Key with a Omamori charge remaining is basically free energy every turn. What I'm saying here is that the nuclear battery is better than free energy every turn, probably. And I think that's true. P-Box would transform 7 cards, losing 2 upgrades. And I think our defends are pretty good, so I don't really think this is a particularly good P-Box. But it certainly could be okay. No egg relics here that'll upgrade the cards from this or anything. Give me the battery. Okay, we are reach. But most importantly, we gotta fight elites. 3. 3 is the number. Unfortunately, all the shops are, well, where they are. That will make them a little difficult to get to. Lots of upgrades along this path. Destroy value upgrades right now. Not actually very much. I think I would rather take more card picks, more relics, more money, more chances at a store. Let's start with a couple of question marks, go from there. Just need a wing boots, easy peasy like. Just need to naturally draw Echo Form on turn 1. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. You guys are gonna have a bad time. Oh, also we're gonna have a bad time, I guess. Ow? Take 18 damage here. Or try to potion my way out of it with the Gambler's Brew. Try to gamble my way out of it. Could have used the Essence of Darkness there. I think I like this more. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Get a duplication potion, which will be incredible at some future time. A few of these could be good. Stack not bad, Sender not bad. Who needs it? Alright, so instead of doing fancy Echo Form shenanigans, what if we just opted to win immediately? That worked pretty well. Boot sequences here, and I think I like a boot sequence quite a bit. 0 cost, 10 block on turn 1, guaranteed. Again, paired with our guaranteed seek, guaranteed defragment. I'm down. The play here. Let's make sure we have good block for next turn. For this reason. +5, not enough. Now that is enough. Bonk. ×2. Infinite energy. Easy. Loop Plus. That I really like here, actually. It's like orb slots that you don't have to fill, or capacitor is orb slots that you do have to fill. You get more of them. Both of these powers are very good. I think they're both similarly good, too, like, in a similar way. Best payoff card for all the energy we're banking would be Multicast, for sure. Multicast would allow us both to multiply our energy using our plasma orbs, and to deliver massive amounts of either block or damage, depending on whether we evoke a frost or a lightning orb. Take the loop here, by the way. We could just take the curse. Avoid losing the max HP. We might regret that. I kind of doubt it. And I will happily fight double orb walkers for a chance at a rare relic. I've got turn 1 10 nib Meteor Strike ready here. With duplication potion for extra value. Let's go ahead and do that. Glug glug. Boop. And boop again. Bird phase turn, lots of healing, 2 per power, which is good reason to pick up a White Noise Plus, or we could take a second boot sequence. This one is upgraded. It's kind of cute. I'll take the White Noise, but any of these upgraded cards are valid, I think, for here. First elite of the act is the Giant Head. Just talking about you, Mr. Head. We'll use Echo Form scaling. Maybe Meteor Strike scaling too? Start looping this Plasma Orb. Actually. Something like that. Fear not, I'll have plenty of cards to duplicate here. Oh, but if I dupe White Noise, I don't have room in hand. Awkward. Now I have room to double White Noise. Let's see if this is worth it at all. I'm gonna say yes. Yes, it was. We got an Echo Form and a buffer. That seems pretty good. So now we can Echo Form the buffer. Giant Head will never be able to touch us. Alright, we're chipping the first 2 cards per turn now. $26. Blue Candle lets us play Curses, pretty relevant. Akabeko makes the first attack do more damage, somewhat relevant. And our first Claw of the run, a little bit late Claw. A little bit late. Let's go... I don't really need a third Cold Snap. Let's go with none of the above. Take some events here. Get a chest. Frozen Egg will upgrade any future powers, although unfortunately not the one from White Noise, and you spot a loose brick within a pillar that catches your eye. There is a Ritual Dagger Plus, and yes, it does reset back down to 15. This is a particularly bad Ritual Dagger, so I think we're going to leave this for a later run, although there's certainly some temptation to put Echo Form into the wall here. Now, we'll just leave this dagger for a better time. What is going on? Put White Noise into the wall? That's a pretty cool idea. You can find it on an Ironclad run, and it'll make its own copy of Dark Embrace. 240 gold from Maw Bank, by the way, and counting. Ooh, jerk. Perfect. Sad use of our pen nib, but oh well. Kunai gives us dex for playing 3 attacks. We'll do that some percentage of the time. And wow, Buffer Plus. Preventing the next 2 times we'd lose health. Very, very good against Heart. Very, very good against Yak 3 bosses. An extremely good pick overall, and very good with Echo Form too. Cool-Headed Plus is also a little bit tempting, but not as good as Buffer for sure. There's no way, right? Just no way. The orb, maybe? Convenient. Random orbs could be good. Could take another innate card, Hello World Plus. Getting a random common card each turn, not something we really want to do. Do we Chaos? Could be more Plasma, could be Dark. I don't actually think that random orbs benefit us that much. No. Pack Potion for Reptomancer. Not that we need it. We are so rich. 264 gold from the Maw Bank. We're going to go to 2 shops in short order here to spend all this cash. All this cash. Got Biased Cog. Okay, hold on to that. We have not yet seen Memo Card. If we're really lucky, Giant Head will drop Courier. And then we will see the membership card in the store. Got Kunai proc. Beep. Time. Plan for Angry Bird. We can honestly just beat the bird by playing all of our cards and not worrying about making them stronger with powers. If we needed to, we could use the kunai as a slow but sure way to scale up in that fight. But it won't be necessary. We're still just gonna echo form our powers, and it's gonna go really well for us. She managed to get 4 dexterity this fight. Kinda neat. Let's see. Just trying to kill without using my pen nip here. There's the unceasing tops, as he's been calling for. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. And there's a potential payoff, although without calipers, I'm not so sure about a reinforced body. How crazy does this get with top? Maybe Hologram is good here. Hologram getting back our Meteor Strike again. We have not seen Medical Kit, and if we see one, we will buy it. Especially because of Turbo in this deck. And Overclock. Turbo and Overclock. But yeah. Well, it's no Overclock, or no Medical Kit, but Orange Pellets might be better in its own right. Whenever you play a power attack and a skill in the same turn, remove all of our debuffs. That's pretty good. We could take Pandagraph to heal 25 at the start of boss fights, but honestly, I don't think we're going to take any damage. Ink Bottle could draw cards, but could do the same with the Unceasing Top. Mayhem's kind of cute. Start your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. I tend to think that Mayhem and Echo Form do not like one another very much, since you will double cast the top card of the deck instead of a card of your choosing, and generally speaking, the card of your choosing is going to be better here. Overall, the store not great. We could take a blind for more consistent weaken. So many relics, man. With more to come, too. I guess we'll save all this cash for the final store. Do I want a Static Discharge Plus? Pretty good. Feels like we're blocking too well for it to matter. Okay. Do I take the blinds? I think yes. Take the blinds. And now we have an incentive to upgrade our energy generation big time. So I think upgrading Turbo is actually the right play here. Does it even matter? Probably not. No, probably not. Want to get Echo Form down turn 1. What's the way to block here? Steam Barrier will do it. Ouch. That looks like a bit of an ouch. Especially if I dual cast this defrag. Might use the Swift Potion here to draw more cards. In fact, what might have been better is to last turn deliberately take a little bit of damage for the Centennia puzzle. Let's take a look at what Swift Potion has. We can always buy a new potion at the store. Nothing amazing, that's for sure. But wait. We have Blue Candle. Draw 3 more. Okay, starting to look like something. We got a hologram to get something out of the discard pile. Recursion. Actually, no, I think we want to dual cast the Plasma so that I can continually recurse a Frost Orb. This turn. That feels right. Do I hologram the Recursion? That's the question. Or hologram Cold Snap. This is 9 block right now? Four, 5, 6, 7. No, we can't play enough cards to Unceasing up here. I think I'll get back the Recursion. Okay, not quite a full block, but very close. Not bad. Not bad. Forget this gets played 2 times. Three times. Okay, and we're now in the phase of the fight where we're pretty good. Kunai will start to come into its own here. All these powers I don't want to play right now. We do have Unceasing Top as an energy sink, it's true. We might use that in the Spear and Shield fight, potentially. What's this now? But yeah, the burns makes it pretty difficult to use, right? Numbers. Also difficult to use because the Awoken one themselves will put status cards into the draw pile here. Let's see what we can make happen, though. We can get a whole bunch of kunai procs as well. Dang. $200 block that turn. And then we kind of can't do that again. And a boop. GG. Not too bad a fight. Didn't even really need to use our potion per se, but we chose to. Should be easy enough to get another one. Come on, medical kit. I want to see it happen. Please, medical kit. Ori. And an all for one, letting us return all cost 0 cards from the discard pile to our hand. It's not quite what we were hoping for, but it is very good. As well as our Swift Potion back. Data Disc, of course, starts us out with a point of focus. Very, very good, making all the orbs do one more. There might be something good in here. Let's take a look. Doom and Gloom plus, Charge Battery plus, second Meteor Strike, Charge Battery plus again, Stack plus, Capacitor plus, Hologram plus, wow. And finally, a Genetic Algorithm. Well, I'm certainly going to take the second Meteor Strike. Welcome. And I honestly think I want to take both copies of Charge Battery and the Capacitor. One block. Hologram is pretty good there, too. We're up to 37 cards. Increasingly unlikely that we're not going to cycle the deck against Heart even one time. Take a Sticky Strike out of this deck. Can't buy Lizard Tail anymore. All for One could get back, like, the Beam Cell, Recursion, Go for the Eyes stuff. I don't think it's that important. Take the card draw, and let's take a Secret Technique. Letting us pull another skill of our choosing from the draw pile to put into our hands. Onwards. There's almost an old coin Maw Bank. That's good stuff. Really good stuff. And a draw. Neat. Let's see, Meteor Strike 2, 5, right? So you're telling me I'm allowed to do this. Is that enough damage? It's not enough. Oh wait, with Vakabeko it is enough. Yes, okay. So I can get Meteor Strike, Beam Cell here. We go Beam Cell, Meteor Strike, Dual Cast, Meteor Strike, Regular Strike. Just get the kill on turn 1. Easy peasy. And now all we have to do is block this somehow. That helps. Or 5 or 8 each. We'll cast it. Take 10, but we can just heal that back. Ideally with echo-formed powers, let's see what we can do. Pinnub on 9, Happy Flower on 2. Life is good. Life is good! Pikanskij, would you say that this relic pick will lead us to victory? I certainly hope so, against the heart. Victory will reduce any attack damage of 5 or less to 1. Very, very effective against the heart's multi-hit attacks. There's an X-cost payoff for us. Tempest. Channel X Lightning. Put it in the deck. Send us to 99 hit points. And we have Ancient Potion, or Orange Pellets, right? Yes, we do. So we should keep the Speed Potion. I guess we'll use the Essence of Darkness? Sure. Sure. So, take 1 damage back every time we deal damage to the Hort. Definitely want to get our Echo Form in play on turn 1 here. That was a terrible joke. Oof. Show form. I want to have buffer in hand just to make sure we don't get pedonkered on. It's an official word. Pedonkered. Not Essence of Darkness. Couple Dark Orbs, please. Okay, the multi-hit is first. In the interest of perfecting this fight, I'm going to play this in a slightly weird order. Skill, power, attack. Remove all the debuffs from ourselves. We are in fact in fact now just full blocking. Next turn we can use Buffer to absorb damage. Should you stay weak for a while? In fact, we can just regularly block this hit. Where are my Meteor strikes at, though, hey? 13 plus 15... That's good. Well, that's certainly a hand of cards. Slime, Disinterbane goes away, Burn leaves the hand, so we retain 4 here. Keep the ball lightning for now. Raven, thank you so much for the 6 months, the half year of dad jokes, viewership, and good times. So I can't dupe any of these powers as long as I want to perfect this fight, huh? This is acceptable. It's 45? It's not enough. It's never enough! Alright. No perfect fight, that's fine. That's fine. Play everything. Take 10 here. Now I can just do whatever I want. We do lose 2 of the buffers for doubling it, but we get 2 more, so it kind of works out to the same. And we're back up to full HP immediately anyway, right? So what does it even matter? Actually, really happy to see Tempest on the exact bottom of the deck. It's exactly where it belongs. I'll lose both buffers if I double the Tempest. Don't want that to happen yet. Commence the zappening. Zippity zoopity. Alright, what else you got for me? It's like a whole lot of nothing. Wait, I'm out of energy? This is unacceptable. Ow. Oh yeah, Tori. Get him. GG. Bonk. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.